philosophy, or how do you compare Miss Robert Browning's poetry with the other Victorian poets?
Now, this is again a very specific, although during the course of the discourse that took place, I have hinted at it very often. As I said, that Robert Browning almost sailed alone in his times. And therefore, when we talk about the most representative poet, even Alfred Tennyson, and the second one, Matthew Arnold, we find that the tone of pessimism was predominating. It was not at all the thought of optimism. It was not at all a thought of the belief in the doctrine of karma, or it was not the trust in the Creator. As a matter of fact, that faith was fading. And to me, Browning came to this age as a person who could show light to the people. Now, this is the path on which you have to walk. And if you don't walk on this path, then maybe that life will be very gloomy and it would be very frustrating experience for you. This is the message that is very implicitly given by him in all his poems. So as such, we don't find any resemblance of Browning in any other poet of Victorian age. But as I hinted out, if we go a little earlier, try to trace metaphysical poets, we find that the similar thoughts have been expressed by John Donne also, and the same thoughts have been expressed in one of the poems, borrowing immensely from Hindu philosophy again, by T.S. Eliot also. But Victorian era, I don't see that there was any prominent poets who talk about optimism, who talk about faith in Vedic Vijna or any other thing, because basically this was an age that was fraught with the spirit of pessimism.
Thank you so much, sir. Friends, really today's lecture was very thought-provoking. It has given us a new vision about the poetry of Robert Browning. As the topic has been prescribed, as I mentioned earlier, in the undergraduate and postgraduate courses of the many universities of Gujarat, I'm sure, or I'm assured that you might have been very benefited from this lecture. I express my special gratitude to Dr. S.K. Agrawal sir, who spared his invaluable time for the students of Gujarat, for our students. On behalf of Sandhan, also I thank him for coming here to be with our students. I am also thankful to Sandhan, especially the English Literature Coordinator, Professor Nitish Solanki sir, and the Sandhan Coordinator, Professor Harbhadra Sarvaiya sir, that just 2 days back, when I called them to make a request that, sir, we have one Professor Dr. S.K. Agrawal sir, an eminent scholar from Bikaner University in Ahmedabad, and I want to arrange his lecture for the students of Gujarat, and they readily accepted my request. So I am especially thankful to both of them. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. It is my pleasure sharing my views with you, with you students. And in fact, if you have got any query, I have put up my email ID on the mail on the site as well. You can consult me whenever you want. If there is any doubt about the topic, I think that after this, you would be able to better appreciate the poet, because when we relate a poet to our own situations, we can better appreciate it. Thank you very much for the liberal introduction that was being given to me by Dr. Vasant Joshi. I am also grateful to the coordinator and Sandhan for having provided me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Students, if you have any further queries, or if you want to discuss the topic in detail, you can contact Dr. Agrawal sir directly. The email ID is given here, sureshagl1966@gmail.com, and he would be very happy to satisfy your queries in future, or whenever you raise your queries, whenever you contact him. Thank you.
Sandhan, All Gujarat Integrated Classroom, સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.